Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Prison Architect. Right, now the block is telling me that it's $248,000 to clone that. It didn't say it was that much last time. It estimated that the cost was considerably lower than that. I'm disappointed. Once again, I am finding myself disappointed. Credit rating is 7.1. I'm hoping that I can keep up with the payments just for a little while, and that I can increase my credit rating yet further. Regime, programs, finance, valuation, buy shares, sell shares. Sell 50% of your prisoners' shares to outside investors. You will be paid in cash immediately in return for their investment. Your shareholders will take their fraction of the total sale price when you sell your prison. If you sell 30%, yada 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 yada. Sell 10% for another 200,000. Sell shares. There. Right. So then I can sell the entire prison. Your profit, 1.9 million. You'll be able to continue running this prison, but you can only sell a prison once. All profit from the sale will be transferred to your new... I see. That's so you move to a new one if you want to. Start a new one with a much higher starting bank balance. Right. That's how that works. Well, I'm not planning to start a new prison, but the 400,000 is going to be reasonably useful. And we're going to put that up there. And that one is going to go right against that wall, and we're going to do that. There. So I have now cloned all of that in, which is a massive extra capacity. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into here, and I'm going to go walls and doors, and we're going to do a barred wall. And that barred wall is going to go along there like that. And I'm going to take another barred wall along here, along the edge of the perimeter wall, just because I can. And then I'm going to take a large jail door. I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one there, like that. This clone does not have a door on there. We will deal with that later. So that is all now to go down. That is all in place. That is ready. I've got a second canteen up there. That is ready. I want to put utilities in now before I start buying anything extra in there. So I will do much the same as I've done previously. We will run that down here to that point. It doesn't look like I can clone pipework. So I'm going to have to manually do this. So if I just run it through there like that, and then we've got a toilet line there and a toilet line there, and keep all of this going. This is really going to choke everything up on deliveries far worse than anything we've had so far. This is going to be the biggest challenge that we've had with any of it. I want to get all of this done. Like the whole lot. I wanted to do this entire thing all at once. And then I'm going to boost up the number of staff that we've got. We're going to take a huge number of extra staff. I've already got the extra cooks. But I'm going to take in a whole load of other guards to help run the facility in here. So that's everything in there. And I want to go to electrical cable over here. And that is going to run straight down from there. That one's going to run down through the middle there. It's going to get to that point. And then I want to go under this line here. Like that. On each line. So we'll go on that one. I'm basically going to go where the lights are in the corridor. On each of these. Right the way across. And I'm hoping I should have enough power, because I'm only running light bulbs on this. And admittedly, it is a lot of light bulbs, but it should be fine for running them all. And done. Right. That is every request for power and everything else all done in there. So let's just do that a second. 248,000 in there, and I'm just running it slow for a bit to start with, and then we can see. This is really going to test things. Right, this is going to test everything. Right, the capacities, the whole shebang. I don't know what it's going to be like for the lag, though. Unfortunately, I really don't know. And that's the problem I have with games like this, is I like to go big scale, And then the big scale doesn't like the big scale. But yeah, we'll try this out. We'll see how it works. We'll see if we can get all the maximum security prisoners in here, and then if it's still giving us issues, we will move on probably to oxygen not included, because that one has got a lot of updates, a big lot of changes on there. There's some very cool stuff in there that I would like to go and take a look at. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do next. But let's just let this run through for a little bit, and we'll see what this turns out like. I'm thinking while I'm waiting for all of this lot to actually get built, another thing that I think that we should deal with, I mean, needs don't really have much in the way of needs at the moment. Staff needs is really way down, so that's looking absolutely wonderful. It's grants, they're already done. I could decrease the bank loan. We could pay a little bit of this loan off now, actually. See if I can get that all paid off completely. Actually, yes, there we go. Right, so I've decreased that one, and that's there, busy running away. But no, it wasn't there. It wasn't on that one. It was on the programs. I've got carpentry, kitchen safety, all of those ones, behavioral, pharmacological stuff, parole hearings. I was wondering if I should do more of those, but I've only got 6 in the queue for parole hearings, so I'm not actually going to worry about them. I'm going to leave the parole hearings exactly as they are, and I'm not going to change them. We will end up, I think, building a couple of parole rooms over here. So I'm going to do the exact same as I've got on this side, except that I'm going to put them for maximum security. Although, well, no, I suppose maximum security would be escorted over here, wouldn't they? In order to be able to attend over this side. And that way I don't need to have extra rooms. At least this is the assumption I'm making. Now, something that I didn't know, which I have now found out, is that maximum security are not allowed to go and do... they're not allowed to work. They're not allowed to do any jobs. So what we're going to need is dismantle that one. I'm going to need staff doors on these. Want that one, and dismantle that one, and then you over here, I will dismantle that one. They're not allowed to do jobs. They're not allowed to do that at all. So that one there... No, I won't dismantle that one. But as they're not allowed to do jobs, what we're going to want instead is we're going to want staff doors on these. So that the high security prisoners, the maximum security prisoners, or supermax rather, they're not allowed to come into the kitchen at all. We don't want them in here. We're not interested in having them in here. I just got to wait for somebody to come along and change that one, and then I can put a new door in. I've got more workers heading down. Okay, that one door there is not being dealt with for a minute. I'm going to want a janitor's cupboard over this side. I'm also going to want to do some more stuff here. And it's been strongly suggested that I should also change this bit out. So that's another thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to slow this down a second, and we're going to change the design that we've got in here. That's what I've got. Prisoners around the outside, so they come in there, and then visitors in this side. I need to have a separate run for the prisoners to be able to get in here. Which means that they are going to want... This bit is going to have to be kept separate for them, so that they can actually access this area. So first up, we're going to go to deployment like this. Now that is staff only in that section in there. And then in here, at the moment, I've got access only and staff only. Now, in here, I said supermax only. Just for this outside, for that bit there. That I've got set to supermax only, and then that is to everybody. So I'm hoping that the visitors will be able to come into there. But I was told that I can't have it supermax only for the visitors to be able to come into here. But what I want to do is I want to get rid of that bit. So if I remove that one there, and... Right, well, it'll allow me to dismantle. I'm going to have to just dismantle them for a minute. Like that. Dismantle you, and dismantle you as well, and then dismantle that visitor door. I'm gonna put in a separate run for the visitors to come in here, and I'm thinking I might put a line down here behind a fence so that they can come into there without interacting with the rest of the prison. And then we've got a visitors area that they will be able to come into. But what I then going to want is I'm going to need to be able to set this up kind of like this, but over on this side as well. And I think to start doing that, we will demolish that wall. We will keep the Art Deco for the visitor center. We won't worry about changing that bit over. The rest of it will be changed over to yeah, the rest of the entire supermax area is going to be the cold hard concrete, but we'll keep the Art Deco in this bit. So I've got that there that needs to be removed. So let them speed that up a little bit. Are you going to go and remove the wall for me, or have I got someone else coming in to do that? I think I've got someone else coming in to do that. Have a look down here. They're starting now, working across getting the foundation built on all of this down here. It's still going to take them a long time to do any of that. Hopefully, we will have someone come in here and deal with this. I'm going to need a guard in there. I am going to need a guard to... Why do you have to come around that way? Why couldn't you just go through this door? Seriously, you had to sit on... I don't know. I don't know. Some people... You just can't help some people, can you? And then we're going to go... So the visitor table sort of makes up the wall section. So we can take a prisoner there. So I want to go to objects in here, and I want the visitor booth. So that's got to be that way round. See, that's going to be too tight in there. I don't want to do that. But I could do that, and then there's enough room, or we could bring them out over there. If I was to put one there, like that, swap it over and have the visitor one we want a little bit bigger, like that, and then the prisoner one we will put there like that. Right, that's kind of like a start. But then what we'll do is we will move this one over a little bit, like this, so that I can make myself a little bit more room with these. So that one there is going to go that way by 1. At least to start with. That's going to go to there. And then let's speed that up now a bit. And I've got a worker who's going to come in. He's actually gathering stuff up into rubbish bags. But I got a number of people here. They're going to move these tables over for us, which is brilliant. That's what we want. He's just going to sit there and look all confused for a while. He can do that. Right, now pause. He's on his way to go and install a door at the same time. Now that's actually a better quantity of space there, isn't it? Like, that does look a little bit better. So this one out this side, I'm thinking that we want to move that door over to there. Cancel that bit. So I'll go wall foundations, and then I'm going to go more on here, and I'm going to go to Art Deco foundation. That's going to go out like that. No, it's not. Not for a second. I'm going to do that again. More Art Deco foundation. That's going to go out by 2 spaces like that. That's going to go out to there. Right. Now, I get rid of that one. Move that door and put it over to there. And that will bring the Art Deco out over this side. And then that is going to be a separate run down there that is purely for visitors. They can go in there and they can do that. I have got a person here who is currently in trouble. If I can... I don't know how I don't think you can click on them, can you? Like, I tried to click on them down over there in order to get them to do what they need. What's going on here? Ah. He was in trouble. He's no longer in trouble. Now, I've got... Why are these... Oh, that's just the names of them. The names have come up, that's all. Planning, quick builds, intelligence is the one that we want. We want to go to informants in here. Potential CIs. I'm going to pull in a few extra potential CIs. We go to experience in here. recruit. And I go to you, experience, recruit that one as well. There, I've got a couple of additional ones. Tim Lutheran up there is on 97% on there, which is pretty good, I'd say. That is actually pretty good. Got nobody else at the moment that I can bring in. So we will leave those. Coverage 0% is saying on there. We'll leave the rest of them. And I will head back over here. Speed that up a little bit. And I'll let this run through. Hopefully they will come down and they will do everything that I want them to do in here a minute. Yeah, so I said that I'm going to be moving on from this series, and I'm going to be doing a, probably going back to Oxygen Not Included to replace this one. And I appreciate this. I've had a bit of feedback, and I do appreciate the people who've been watching this series up to now, because we're like episode 90 or something like that at the moment. The whole laggy issues with visuals don't really seem to bother you, right? I do appreciate that. You've watched for 90 episodes by this point. I think it's safe to say that it's not really something that is a major concern for you. And I really do appreciate that. I think that is absolutely amazing. But it is, I still feel that it is about time that we moved on to pastures new. There's only so long I should be running any series for any length of time. And I feel that around 100 episodes is the maximum that I should be going for. I'm happy to go back to games later on, but like 100 episodes on this game, that's a long time to spend on one single game. So we've got, there's others I need to play. There's others that I want to play. So I really love that some of you are genuinely disappointed to see this going, because it means that you've really been enjoying the series, and I've been doing something right. I've obviously been doing something right if you're, sad to see it going. But I'm hoping that I will be able to replace it with some more content that you really genuinely enjoy. So that is the hope. That is the genuine hope here, that you will get more content that you really like, and it's going to ultimately end up benefiting you. So this is what I'm hoping for. I'm going to put that one along there, the old Art Deco, and then I'm going to demolish that one piece of wall there. And then this has now been moved out like that. So we will put... Right, well actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause things a second, and I'm going to... Oops, wait, no, I want to do that. There. That visitor booth can move back by one space to there. That's going to work out quite nicely, I think. Allow that to run. Yeah, he's taking that one out. He's just going to move it over a little bit. Over onto that side. He's going to drop the visitor booth down. That is absolutely spot on perfect. So now what we can do is get some more of those booths in here. We want to make sure that we got these the right way around. So we want prisoner, prisoner in there. And then we swap these over and we put them in like that. And then swap it over again and we drop that into there like that. Then I go back into the walls and doors. Art Deco, and that is wall there that is needed. And down here, we will be putting a wall there and a wall there. Just like that. And then we've got more wall that is also going to be needed. Art Deco wall. And that's going to be going all the way up to there. Actually, no, it's not. How are we going to do this? This is going to take some perimeter wall, which is going to go and have some extra perimeter wall, I think. I'm going to do a section of perimeter wall there. A piece there like that. And then I'm going to have two more gates in here. So I'm going to have a jail door there. No, I'm not going to put two more gates. I'm just going to have the one gate. I'm going to have that one gate there. And I've already got the metal detector in there, so I don't need another one. Then I will demolish that piece of wall there. And then we will take perimeter wall. And that one will extend out over this way. So I'll put one there and That's going to run down here to that point. That's going to be perimeter wall down to there. Actually, it's going to be perimeter wall all the way down. And that is also going to be perimeter wall rather than Art Deco wall in there. And then we've got the Art Deco Visitor Center on the inside. Okay. Let's see how that works out. I'll let them go in and build all of those orders that I've put into there. I'm just going to take a quick look over this side. This is looking pretty good as well. Alright, we've got everything being built down here. We've got a lot of stuff that we're still waiting on for that. And then I've got a yard in here that I'm going to need to build. Get that one fully underway. But this is going to be a really good sort of visitor section in here, I'm hoping. If they can get all of that built and done properly, it's going to be really good. It is going to make a huge difference to everything. I got plenty of money coming in. I've got minimum and medium security prisoners in there. Let's go and have a look at our reports. Well, I don't need to look at reports. Right now, I've got supermax capacity of 224. Capacity, criminally insane, maximum security of 10 below, and criminally insane are also just over 10 below their maximum capacity. So we will leave that. We're not going to change those at all. They can stay just as they are right now. We've now got this section in here. I don't know why I've got cooks coming into this bit. That makes no sense whatsoever. I am going to need to change the Art Deco wall along the bottom here. I want that one to go there and there, and I want that one to go there. Then I'm going to want to demolish that wall and that wall. And then we're going to put some flooring in here. The flooring in this room is going to be a little bit different to the rest of it. We're going to do fancy tiles on the floor in this room. So we will fancy tile this room, and also right in the doorway, and in that doorway over there. And I'm going to do that over on the other visitor center as well. You know, we may as well make the place look nice. So I will fancy tile that one, and in here, and in here. And then I'm not going to change anything more on this visitor center. I'm going to leave that one as it is. We've got the visitor tables in there. I'm going to assume that they can use visitor tables a little bit in places in there, and it's not going to hurt anything. And here we've now got the new line that runs down in through there, right into the middle. We've got the lights that run down through. These lights need to be altered slightly. That one's got to be moved. And that one. And EU. I'm not quite sure. Alright, I'll put that one up to there, and then objects, I want an additional light to go down there like that. But then, I'm trying to think what footpath I should put in here. Whether I should just go with the same pattern that we've been using. I could do like surround. Well, this is outside stuff here. I will use the same path that we've been using up till now. So there's going to be those there, that one, and then this lot down to here, and that one's already in. So I don't need to do anything different there. Then we've got this over this side. So I'm going to need to move these lights and everything around a little bit, because this is now not quite how we want it. So flooring over here. That one is going to become grass, and then sandstone is going to go over this way. I'm going to add sandstone down to there like that. And I'm just going to move the lights out like this. Yeah, that one's got to go up to there. And that one's got to go up to there. And those lights are actually in the right place. And I'm not going to change them anything more than that. We'll leave them as they are. Here comes the fancy flooring in here. I've got a bit of wall that should be coming into there in a minute. So I'm hoping there is. Walls and doors. Art Deco wall. There isn't. I want Art Deco wall on there. And that's got to be Art Deco wall there and there as well. Just to make everything properly set up for our beautiful visitor center. There, that is a wonderful visitor center, and we've got the same happening over here. They should be replacing all of the flooring in there. So I've got people using the visitor tables and the booths and everything over that side. That seems to be coming along nicely. We've got the double canteen here now. I've got a whole load of cooks that aren't really doing anything for a minute, but they will be eventually doing something. Then this is still being built. They're still actually laying out the floor in here by the look of it. Install pipes and laying out the foundations. Yes, that's what they're doing at the moment, is still installing foundations. They're working their way down south. It's taking them a little bit of time, but they're going to get there. I've got complete and total faith in their ability to at least get the floor done. Look at that. That's actually looking pretty good. 1 death today. Oh, I moused out. There we go. We've got a death over here. Killed for being a snitch. Well, he wasn't one of my informers, was he? I think he was. Informants. I've got a feeling he was one of my informants. Right, he's 100%. 94%. Let's get these that are above 70. Or above 75. Let's activate all of these dudes. But it's Ian Roach right there. The dude that is above 100%. His coverage is 100%. But then we've got suspicion on these guys as well. And I'm not really sure what happens with suspicion. So they will start identifying where things are. They go over into the security office, which is over this side. And they all come in. I'm going to bring in all of them. Snitch, ex-prison guard. Ah, right. So he's been identified. Oh, he's dead. Confidential informant. He's informed that this dude is dead. But yeah, he's dead. He's not made it, which is not very helpful. Character. This was once a police officer or some other law enforcement profession. Their life may be in danger. 4 hours in your prison, and now he's dead. He didn't last very long, really, did he? Okay, he's off over there. Here I've had this person, ex-law enforcement. So you here, experience. So what do I do with him? How do I get him? Biography. Protective custody. Right, I got to move him into... That's the first protective custody person that I've had. That is the very first protective custody that I've had. So he's the dead ex-prison guard. Have we got any more? Potential CI in here. So you right there, experience recruit. And you in here, experience recruit as well. And I come out of that. I go to intelligence and informants in here. So I've got these informants are currently active and they're giving up information. Ex-law enforcement. He is now been moved to protective custody. I've got another one. That's the dead guy. Okay. More potential CIs. Let's take them. Take you and recruit. Like that. Have I got any more? Like, I've got a lot of other things being shown up. Arranged 3.6 hours ago. Our workforce is getting a little bit tired, so we're going to let them rest up for a minute. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to go and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.